Enough with that sweet, chill Afro bullshit. We all know why you guys are on this channel, and it is for the hard-hitting, sexy Moombahton. So today we're gonna do something that I haven't done in a very, very long time, and that is starting a project from scratch and making a sick, hard-hitting, sexy Moombahton beat. So to do this, we need a few things. We need an empty FLP. We need someone with a dream, creativity. We need something to drink to stay hydrated because we need those brain fluids. And that is literally all that we need. You already know who it is. It's your boy.
Boy.
And like I just said, today we're gonna make a hard-hitting, slapping Moombahton beat from scratch. I'm gonna divide this into a few sections. So the lead, the low, so the kick and the 808, the drums, and probably the effects. But before we get started, if you're new, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, because if you do, I will give you a kiss on the cheek.
What did he say?
Also, follower of the week right here. If you want to become the follower of the week, it's very, very simple. Just head over to my Instagram, which is right there. It's there this time, it's there. But head over to my Instagram, don't forget to follow me and comment YouTube sent me on my latest post if you want to become the follower of the week in the next video. But without further ado, let's get straight into this motherfucking banger. Just to clarify, by the way, before you guys call me homeless or hobo or whatever, this is a different t-shirt than the one in the last video, okay? I do not wear the same clothes every single day. Sometimes. But it is time to go into producer mode. As you guys see, I'm not cheating, okay? I have nothing open, and the only thing we're gonna open at the moment right now is this FL Studio project with nothing in there. The first thing I want to do is put this project into 100 BPM because that's the tempo that I'm gonna go for. It's gonna be this speed. I think we can make some sexy Moombahton on that. Usually I'd go to Splice and download an instrumental from there, or like at least a lead or something to work with for the instruments, but this time I'm gonna make it myself. And the only pack that we're gonna use is the Madsko Signature Pack Volume 3 Extended Version. If you do not have this pack yet, like, what are you doing, first of all? Second of all, you can get it at my Patreon, link in the description down low, or just click on the little thing up there or there. I don't know where it is, somewhere in the top corner at least. So I'm gonna head over to my leads and check what kind of sounds I have in here. I think we're gonna go with this one. Synth shot number 5. Gonna make a pattern, call it lead, just like that, and then drag and drop it right here. I have to make sure that this one is, the root note is actually D sharp or D, or I don't know how to call it. I did not study music, okay. And I'm gonna link it to a track, a random track, number 5, fine. First of all, I wanna add a kickstart because that always goes very sexy and very well with Moombahton. Nice. And I think I'm gonna make a very, very simple melody that just stays the same most of the time. Let's see. Put this one all the way up. There we go. Let me put the metronome up. Like that. That's what I want to. I think it's like that. Is it this one? Yes, it is that one. Okay, copy paste right there. Can we add a little bit more? Can we add a low one? Dun, 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 dun. So then we'll basically do that. Follow the same notes. Just like that. Copy paste these. That already sounds so sick. What the shites? Let me try to fine tune this actually. I'm gonna fine tune this, but this is basically the little blueprint that we're gonna work with for the melody. So let's see what I can turn this into. So we're back. I finally fine tuned everything the way I wanted to have it, and I made 3 different patterns. So let's start with the first one, which is basically called lead 2. Yes, I know it is the first one, but who gives a shit? I made that one sound like this. And I think I'm gonna use that one in the build-up. Then we got lead. That sounds like this. It's very similar, but just a little bit different. And then we got lead high, which is basically the same as lead, but then 1 octave higher. What I also did, I copied, or I basically cloned this sample, and I went over to the out and I got a little bit less off of the out. So this one, the out's completely full because I want to cut off all of the reverb. This one, I left some of the reverb so it sounds a little bit similar to the first one, but put it 1 octave higher and it sounds like this. And I actually might leave this one like this, actually. No, I'll do like that. Dun, dun. Like that, why not? And I'm gonna use this in a little different drop. So like, you know, the little break drop where you switch it up a little bit. That's how I'm gonna use it basically. So let's put them in our project. First, we got the lead 2 for the build up. Build up, build up, build up, build up. Then we got the drop right there. Bum, bum. And we got one of these. And then we got that one. So then we cut this one off probably because we're gonna make a little. And then the drop right there. Cool, so that's basically it for the lead for now. Let's go on to the next, which is basically the kicks and the 808s. The fun part, I always think. For the kick, I'm gonna use a nice stompy, hard hitting kick. Because it's hard hitting Moombahton, so why wouldn't I? I think for this one, I think I'm gonna go with this one, kick number 1. So I'll put this one right here because I'm not sure if I'm gonna add another lead or not, but I'm gonna probably make some long 808 hits as well, so I'm not gonna make the kick very basic Moombahton yet. I'm gonna do that at the drop, obviously, but now I'm gonna do like boom, doom, and then a little bit faster. Obviously, we're gonna have an EQ over the lead, so it's not gonna be this loud. So don't pay too much attention to that yet. Bum, 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 bum. Something like that. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see if I can cut these a little bit, actually. Oh my God. If I can cut the, there we go. Now it's a little bit easier to put them down. Just like that. Do, 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 do. So then we'll basically have the 808 hits very long at the beginning. Boom. Do, doom. Dun, 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 dun. And then we'll have the drop with very basic, for now at least, very basic kicks, which you can put down just like that for now. And then you can make little. Now I'll put that one back to normally. There we go, just like this. And now we have our kicks. So let's go on to the 808s. So right now we're gonna focus on the 808. Very, very, very crucial to having a super sexy slapping Moombahton beat. I'm gonna make 2 patterns. So one I'm gonna call 808 drop, which is gonna be the drop right there. Another one I'm gonna call 808 build up, which is gonna be obviously in the build up and it's gonna start right there. I have a lot of different 808s right here, but I think we're gonna go for a hard hitting one. So that one's funny, nah. Afro, nah. Long, maybe. Funny, meh. Funny, meh. Heavy, look, that sounds good. Clean, this is more like a sub. I think we're gonna go for the heavy one. So 808 number 6, gonna drag that one right here. Directly go to the sample, click on track so it gets sent to another track right here in our little mixer. And I'm gonna put a preset on there that I already have, which is the C Freak Show, because that one goes very well with all my sexy 808s. So without any filter on there, it would sound like this. But with the filter on there, it sounds like this. Sexy. And also, that's when we cut off the lows. So with the lows there we go. A nice, distorted, super sexy Moombahton 808. I'm gonna have the lows cut off in the build-up right here, and then with the drop, obviously, I'm gonna add the lows back. But right now, I'm gonna go to the lead, because it's kind of distracting me every time we're working on it. I'm gonna add a fruity paramedic EQ number 2, put this number 7, the band number 7 on low pass, go to order step 8, put it all the way to the right click there, create automation clip, blah, 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 right click right there, just like that. And then also I'm gonna add a reverb to get the same effect, to fill it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Put this one all the way off, create automation clip, and then opposite basically from all the way up to all the way down, instead of all the way down to all the way up. And then maybe I'm gonna keep it like that and then add a lot of more reverb at this part. So like this. Let's see if I add that one. There we go, way better. And then I'll try to, there we go. Time to make the 808. That's crazy, I just rhymed. Time to make the 808. I'm very late for my date. So like I said, at this little intro part, I wanna add some very long 808s. So what I'm gonna do is go over, first of all, by the way, let me put this one into audio editor to see what pitch it is in. C2, perfect, because it's already set to C. I'm gonna put the attack, I'm gonna use this envelope thingy. I'm gonna put the attack down low on about 10% or whatever, hold all the way up, decay down, sustain down, release down, and then it sounds like that. So it basically has a pre-made kickstart on there because you have the attack up a little bit. The higher you put it, the more the kickstart will be. Let's go into the piano roll and then make some very basic, similar tones to the lead. So I remember the lead started with the D sharp, that one. So we're gonna put a very long one of these in here. Just like that. I think it went from D, D sharp, E, C sharp. That's basically the tone we have. And then we got the kicks going faster, so we have to make the 808 go faster as well. So bum, 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 bum. Basically like that. Do the same thing, but with the E. Bum, bum, boo. So this one very long and then slide down. So what we're gonna do right now, I have a very basic, very basic 808 line that goes like this basically for the intro. We're gonna add some different stuff to it, so it's a little bit less basic. So we're gonna have some slides and we're gonna have some different keys that hit. So it's not just a very basic 808 pattern. I'm gonna do that right now.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we got the first part right now and it sounds like this. So I added, as you guys can see, some extra keys right there, some slides like this, a few that go extra high, and then one that slides down and back up. But together, it sounds like this. Also, by the way, we have the EQ right here, cut off all the lows, and then slowly bring them back in towards the end. Gonna go on to the second 808. So the 808 drop, because that one also has to be sexy. Not the same as the first one, but even sexier. We got all the lows in right now, so this one really has to be good because you're gonna hear it a lot and it's gonna make the track sound either very hard hitting or very shitty. But the same goes here basically. I try to keep the same keys as in the lead, so it's very hard to fuck up. But obviously you can mess around, try to see if some things work, some things don't, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. There we go. So now we finally have the 808 for the drop as well. Everything right now sounds a little bit something like this. Not too bad at all. Right now, it is time to go to my most favorite part of everything, which is the snares. So the first thing I think I'm gonna do right now is add the snare buildup. So instead of wasting time, I'm just gonna go to my fills and get this one right there. Easy. Pre-made snare buildup, but I'm also thinking about adding a hat. So I'll probably go with a very basic one like this one. And then just give this one that Moombahton rhythm. So tap, 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 tap. Copy that. Boom, 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 boom. So that way we already have a build-up, basically more or less done. Just like that, probably. And then I'll give a lot of effect to that, a lot of reverb to that last one later. Stay hydrated, innit? I'm also gonna add a little finger drum fill or like, why not? Very basic, why not? Why not? So I have to stretch it out a little bit. Like that, why not? So to make this track actually slap, we need to add some sexy drums. So what I'm gonna do is add another pattern. I call this one snare drop. Just like that. And now we're just gonna search for nice snares to fit in with this song. So we're gonna go over to the snares right there, and it's basically gonna be me trying to fit different types of snares together that fit within this track. Very boring, it might take a little bit long, but very crucial to have a very sexy, hard-hitting Moombahton track. So, there we go. So right now we got all the snares that I think I'm gonna use. It sounds a little bit something like this. But I want to add some rims and shakers and perks basically. So I'm going to have a look right here in my perks folder to see what we can add to make it sound even better. So right now we added snares, perks, and a hi-hat, and it sounds a little bit like this together. This one a little bit softer. There we go. Add this one right here in the drop section. Just like that. Oh, also, I made the drop a little bit longer, so now you'll have a little break right here. But besides that, it's all the same basically. But now that we added the snares to the drop, it sounds a little bit something like this. Let's make a little cut right there. We're gonna do all the effects later basically, but we basically, I think right now we're kind of getting there, to be fair. So Let's add this one right here as well, make it exactly the same. There we go. So now we got a little build up. We got the lead, we got the kick, the 808, the build up, the extra hats to support the build up, the little fill pre-drop, and we got the snares for the drop. Sounds a little bit something like this. What I'm going to do right now is add all the boring effects, so the sweeps and the little vocals and blah 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 to make it sound more complete. I'll do that very quick and then show you guys how it sounds like afterwards, and then I think it will basically be done. So sit tight, relax, and let me do my
A few moments later.
So we finally got there. As you can see, I adjusted some things in this project. Mainly adding a lot of effects and a lot of sweeps, but also getting rid of some stuff. The only thing I still have to do is right here, I made a little group of all the snares and percs, add a little EQ to it. Do the same thing what we did with the lead, so bum bum bum. Create automation. There we go. Just like that. Put this one down so you don't see it. Boop. I also want the kick a little bit louder. I want it to be distorted, to be fair. So let's see. Let's add, first of all, let's add a limiter to it so we don't fuck it up too much. A soft clipper will do. Then we'll go add a fruity distorter. Where is it? Fast distorter. Just like that. I want to boost up the lows. There we go. There we go. I want it to bounce out, you know what I mean? Same with the 808. I want the lows to be very, very high like that. Yes. So, if you add everything together, so you got your kicks, your lead, your 808s, your snares and percs, your effects, your sweeps, your automations, it will sound something like this. Like, god damn! Holy shit, that was not too bad at all. And this didn't even take me that long. That's crazy. It's been a while that I made like a hard-hitting Moombahton song, so this for me was very, very, very fun to do, to be fair. And if you want to get this FLP, it is very, very simple. Follow the link down below in the description, which will take you to my Patreon, patreon.com/Madsko. Right there, you can get a lot of Madsko music stuff. So not only FLPs, but also early access to remixes that I'm gonna release, MP3 downloads of mixtapes. You can get the extended version of all of my sample packs right there. Basically everything music-wise that I do, you'll have everything and more if you become a patron. So head over to my Patreon, become a patron, or support basically the channel, and then you can get this FLP right there. If you can't become a patron, obviously no problem at all. Hopefully this video was very helpful for you and you could just join me step by step by doing the same exact things that I did. But that is this week's video. I'm very, very hyped. I'm recording a new mixtape very soon, a Moombahton mixtape, because I just heard so many good Moombahton songs that I want to put in a mix for you guys. So keep an eye out for that. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down low. Leave a like on this video if it helped you make some Moombahton bangers. And leave a comment down low what other genre I should try to make from scratch with you guys on YouTube. Like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.